And welcome to my channel. This is going to be the love reading for October 2017. So let's get started. Right off the bat, the first card that hopped out for you, this is in the essence of what you want this month, Leos. The star card came out, so I feel like you want healing, or you want recognition, or you want to see hope that things are going to be smooth sailing. And paired up with the Seven of Wands, and then the Two of Chalices in reverse, and then the Two of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is definitely highlighting that you want recognition. You want to be recognized and appreciated for what you do. You want to be heard. Okay? So this card is definitely like the defense card, and then paired out with the star card and the Two of Chalices in reverse, which speaks of like being underappreciated, or not seeing eye to eye, or disagreement, or a breakup. But I don't feel like this is a breakup. I just feel like the two lovers are not in harmony right now, and one of you guys are not appreciating what the other person is offering into the relationship. Okay, and then when it comes to your lover, what your lover wants, the cards that came out was the Crone in reverse, which is your card actually, symbolic of strength. So I feel like they maybe want you to tone down a bit, perhaps on your spending or your wants, because the card that came out after that was the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is security. But in reverse, it can mean like too stingy, or too materialistic, or greed, or too much reckless spending. So with this coming up in reverse, I feel like and with the eight, paired up with the Eight of Wands in reverse, I feel like it's saying your partner wants you to tame your aggressiveness and how you are approaching certain situations. You can be assertive, but eloquently, and they may want to address money about spending or issues. Or this Four of Pentacles can also be someone withholding their affection, or someone, what's the word I'm looking for? Like being spiteful, like, not spiteful is a more powerful word I'm looking for, but I feel like someone is definitely doing this. Or being too overprotective, or maybe you're being too overprotective or too overbearing, or they want you to be more overprotective or overbearing, because this is a general reading, so the messages are gonna be a little bit Leos. And also, I feel like they want you to balance your solar and your lunar energy, because the Crone here has a good balance of solar and lunar, or feminine and masculine, with the lion being obviously the masculine, and the Crone, the woman, the wise older woman here, signifying strength and calm and grace. This card altogether is symbolic of having like an aura of grace, or having even like, but strength at the same time. Like it's quite an aura, like a card that I look at in awe, because, and it's your card, so I mean that's Leo, isn't it? Like you guys have this strength, but you but it's like this graceful, what's the word, like this graceful, it doesn't go unnoticed because you're definitely bold, but it's just a good balance when it's upright. So I feel like they want you to work on being your higher self, or to being this in the upright. What the actual relationship is wanting from you guys. You got the Ace of Chalice, which is a beautiful card. And then you got the Five of Athamet, which is also, it can be a beautiful card, but it can be quite spiteful. And I just finished talking about spitefulness in it. So that may be the highlight for some of you, spitefulness or jealousies. But together, what the relationship wants, I feel like this can, like, to spin this on a more healthier tip, instead of looking at it as jealousy, I feel like the relationship wants you to show your love. Or prove your love in genuine ways and affection, genuine displays of affection. I think they want you to teach each other I mean, I think it wants you to kind of show each other off more. This card is kind of like, I'll show you, or the proof, like I feel like feeling like you have to prove yourself, or that like, aha, or I've got this up on this person, this is why you should hire me. Or in this case, in a relationship, I feel like this is saying, I am the one that you need, and why aren't you showing me off? In a sense, that could be the scenario for some of you. Or show each other you are appreciated of each other's individual characteristics that make you each unique. Or just show them why, they show each other why you should be with one another and not with anyone else. And it could be to show or to prove to outsiders or intruders that you are unbreakable. Almost like a healthy dose of show a bit of healthy jealousy. Because, you know, I know jealousy, they say, is not healthy in a relationship, but sometimes if it's actually healthy because it's beneficial, because it helps the relationship to grow on like and some people like to feel needed, you know. And moving along, I feel like what your subconscious really wants from this relationship, I feel like you want effort and interest in each other's goals. You've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, so this definitely speaks of wasted investments or wasted time or wasted effort. So, and then paired up with the Page of Pentacles, which is like, I feel like this card is like giving birth to yourself, or giving birth to ideas and talents and hobbies, and kind of making them into a profit in a more general reading. But in this reading for love, it can also pertain to children or kids. So I feel like you want more effort and interest in each other's goals, do fun things together. Or if you have children, I feel like you want them to show their interest in the kids, and you want them to take more responsibility, be more involved and interact more. And then in the what your partner wants subconsciously, I feel like what their subconscious wants from this relationship is they want maybe you to take responsibility for your actions. You got the World Tree in reverse, the Harvest card in reverse, and the Two of Athamet in reverse. I love this deck. This is my new favorite deck. So I definitely feel there's some judgment going on, whether it's judgment from the outside world or judgment of how your relationship is performing as opposed to the outside world. So I feel like they want to call a truce though. I feel like they want to break it down. I feel like they want to get down to the nitty gritty and talk about things and discuss things and come to a decision or come to an agreement, almost like to agree to disagree, kind of, Leah. So if it's you that's being extremely judgmental, because this Harvest card is the Judgment card, but it's in reverse, then they would like you to ease off a bit. It may be either you or them that want to sweep problems underneath a rock and to save face, perhaps put on a front for everyone else and trying to keep up appearances. The relationship subconsciously wants, you've got the Six of Wands in reverse. This is the card of victory. This is a card of public acclaim. This is a part of being recognized for your talents, recognized for what you do within a community, within the hood, within the world. So we've paired up with the World and the Harvest card in reverse in this line, and then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then now you got the Six of Wands in reverse. What I feel like this is saying is clearly that to stop worrying about what other people say, or stop worrying about others and keeping up appearances, like straight up, or to not give too much attention and time to the outside world before your actual partner. Listen to each other's heart cries, and don't be selfish and vain is also like this community. Consider each other. Don't put you each on a separate pedestal. Join forces like this upright Two of Chalices. Don't do this. Don't do that. Leos. And yeah. or don't, or I feel like it's maybe saying you each don't look for an award from the other person for each little effort that they do. Like, make it come genuinely from the heart, or make them feel like you're giving or they're giving genuinely. Don't make it feel like it has to be a show or like a show off for the world. And then what you get out of the relationship, I mean sorry, what you need to get out of the relationship, or what you need to do, is to release any disappointments or heartbreaks. You got the 5 of chalices in reverse. So look on the bright side. See these. Pay attention to these chalices that are half full instead of the ones that she's emptying out. Like, this is the kind of person who always focuses on the bad stuff, or always focuses on things that are depressing or not that uplifting, and just kind of wallowing in this woe is me kind of person. This is what this kind of person is upright. But in reverse, this is the person that you need to be right now. You need to focus on optimism and growth, and not on everything of what the person is doing wrong, or how everything can go wrong if you aren't paired up with someone yet. Kind of see how this person, see the benefit and the beauty that this person, and the support system that this person can be if you are single, or that they are if you are in a relationship with this 10 of Pentacles. This is support. This is inheritance. This is having a great support system as a lover, of having people that you can fall back on, and a reliable, feeling like you're part of a team, a reliable team. Just feeling grounded. So release these unnecessary emotional pent up, and be more like Pentacle energy. Be more stable, grounded, forgiving, nurturing, reliable, and practical. That's what you need to do, Leos. And what your partner needs to do, your partner is also focusing on the tens, because or completion. You've got the 10 of chalices here, which is another family card. So what they need to do is focus on the love of the family as well, and the love and support that each of you best can create and amplify and magnify as you're together. What the relationship needs is less King of Wands energy in reverse, and more balance. Okay, because this King of Wands energy in reverse is very, very temperamental. It's very dogmatic, very aggressive, very rigid. So I feel like this King of Wands in reverse, you need to dead that, especially if it's you, because you're Wands. The Leos are fire signs. Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius are the fire signs. So this critical and thoughtless actions that this King of Wands often comes across as in reverse, you need to dead that and focus on the relationship, which is to focus on finding a middle ground and compromise and balance, and to communicate with harmony, communicate with ease. This is the she card, or the balance, or the temperance card in other decks. And this woman is balancing. This woman is listening to the fairies and those of the magical world, to create and to blend things that are beneficial, that will bring benefits to her and the world around her. So pay more attention to your intuition and the rational, and have a good blend of that. Don't be too focused on the practical or too focused on the spiritual. Kind of make them combined and make it work. And also, Leos, I feel like what you get out of this relationship, I feel like you guys get restlessness, okay? You've got the 5 of Wands here, and this the 4 of chalices in reverse. Now, this 4 of Wands speaks of boredom, upright. It speaks of not taking advantage of the opportunities around you. It speaks of things of maybe even perhaps someone may be trying to holler at you, but you may be saying no, because this can also mean a faithful card. because it means that you're turning down other offers and you're appreciating what you have. But it can also mean that you're not appreciating the love and affection that your partner is actually giving you. But in reverse, and then paired up with the Five of Wands, though, I feel like you guys may be accepting a bit of attention from elsewhere. You may be feeling a little bit restless and maybe starting to entertain someone else because you want some attention. Or you or your partner may be trying to compete with some newcomers or with someone who may pose as a threat. That could be what you get out of this October in this union. Current or perspective. I kept asking about current or perspective or love interest so that it doesn't pertain to just couples. So I really hope that it resonates with a lot of you. And then for Queen of, then you also receive for what your partner gets out of this relationship. You receive the Witch, which is like the magician, okay? Able to anything that they turns to gold, they whip things up. They're very talented, very skillful in what they do, able to use one's personal use and personal power. So with that product, with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like what your love interest gets, their business or finances could possibly be growing, and they may be paying a lot of attention to their work, and that may be why some of you are possibly entertaining others or feeling neglected. This can also mean that everything they touch is turning into gold right now, and maybe that's putting a strain on your relationship because their personal power and magnetism is booming right now. So I feel like even if they may have to spend a lot of money on renovations, or everything may be coming out of their pocket. So I feel like even if money is coming in, they may be going out. So if money comes in, they may not be able to stay in, but it's going right back out. But nevertheless, you or your partner still is making money. But I still feel like what comes next, because what the relationship actually gets is the struggling to find the time and the resources, because you've got the Nine of Athame and then the Six of Pentacles paired up together. So struggling to find time or resources, or maybe due to some expenses that you have to pay out, possible house renovations. And I say this because the card isn't here, but the card that popped out, but I actually put it back because I felt like it was too soon. But now I'm actually getting more in tune with the reading. You had the Four of Wands in reverse in your partner section, so maybe they're something to do with the home or spending that they have to do, or they have to spend a lot of time with their family if you don't have a home together. So or this can mean they're worrying about time spent with everyone else, like possible like obligations you have, like possible charities or programs you each belong to. You may have to cut down on some extracurricular activities. So even if one of you are making money, I definitely feel like it's like you have to pay it right back out. Maybe you have to, and it may be coming out of your or your partner's own pocket. Maybe possibly have to pay back a loan or some sort. Okay, Leos. Now, Leos, what was the message in this reading for Leos? Sorry, I'm gonna do some oracles now. Message in this reading for Leo. Message in this reading for Leos worldwide, Spirit. Leos all around the house. What is the message in this? No, that's too much. Too much came out. What is the message in this reading for Leo? What's the message in this reading Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I don't know. That don't really And then on the bottom was wedding. This situation involves marriage. So maybe some of you are thinking about getting married, and you have to spend a lot of money on this wedding, and or you want to get married and you feel like you don't have the funds for the marriage. Okay, and then the medicine oracle cards. This is blank. Okay. Spirit, what is the message in this reading for Leo? What is the message in this reading for Leo, Spirit? Dolphin. And badger. Okay, how we doing? Okay. Medicine cards. This wisdom is from Native American, and they're actually quite brilliant. I love them. Dolphin, manna. Dolphin, breathe with me, breathe of the divine, breath of the divine, manna of the universe. In oneness we entwine. Manna. So dolphin speaks to us of the breath of life, the only thing that humans cannot go without for more than a few minutes. We can live without water and food for days, but oxygen is the source of our sustenance. Within the breath we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or rhythmic texture of our breath, we can tap into another life form or creature. This is a very easy way to connect with divine energy coming from Great Spirit, as well as with your own personal rhythms. Dolphin is the keeper of the sacred breath of life and teaches us how to release emotions through dolphin breath. Dolphin creates rhythm, swimming through the water and breathing before submerging, then holding its breath for the duration of the underwater travel. As dolphin comes above water again, it blows its breath out of a manner resembling the popping of a cork. We can use the same technique to pull the stopper on our tensions and create total relaxation. This is a good exercise to use before entering the silence. Mana is a life force. Mana is present in every atom and is Great Spirit's essence. Dolphin teaches us how to use life mana through our breath. It revitalizes each cell and organ and breaks the limits and dimensions of physical reality so that we may enter the dream time. Dolphin. Sorry, this is. If dolphin has appeared to you today, frothing through the waves in your spread, you are to be a link to some solution for the children of earth. This can be a time when you are to link with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions or to those of others. In addition, this can mean a time of communication with the rhythms of nature. You are put on notice to be mindful of your body rhythms and the patterns of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Imitate dolphin and ride the waves of laughter, spreading joy in the world. Breathe and experience the manna so freely given. Break existing barriers and connect to the dream time or great star nation. Know that we are all whole in the eyes of the ever-living one. Badger, aggressiveness. Yes, this is definitely a Leo energy or what the relationship needs to stay away from. Badger is vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. Badger is quick to anger and quicker to pounce. The power of Badger's medicine is aggressiveness and the willingness to fight for what it wants. The very thought of facing Badger makes other animals run for cover. Like skunk, Badger's reputation precedes it. Its hissing fangs will tear less aggressive opponents to shreds. Badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women, for Badger is also the keeper of the medicine root. Badger sees all the roots of Mother Earth's healing herbs hanging in its burrow. These roots are a key to aggressive healing. Roots can ground negative energy into earth by allowing illness to pass through a body into the ground as neutral energy. Badger medicine people are quick to act in a crisis and they do not panic. If Badger has been a part of your medicine, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for the touchdown. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. Badger medicine also may point to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure. Like the mother who sits for days nursing a child with high fever, Badger is willing to persist. Badger people can be vicious gossips or may exhibit a chip on the shoulder syndrome if they are out of balance. So yeah, maybe this going back to gossip or worrying about what other people say or worrying about the judgment of others. You can be sure that the people of Badger Madison will be aggressive enough to make it to the tops of their chosen fields because they do not give up. They are also the finest healers because they will use any and all methods to ensure healing and will not give up on the critically ill. If Badger has pushed its way into your cards today, it may be telling you that you have been too meek in trying to reach some girl. Badger asks you how long you are willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver your silver spoon. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry in a creative way and say, I won't take it anymore. Be aggressive, but don't cut corners to ribbons on the way. That is too much aggression. Remember that Badger may be signalizing a time when you can use your healing abilities to push ahead in life. Heal yourself by aggressively removing the barriers that don't grow corn. Use Badger's medicine roots to keep grounded and centered in the process. Okay, thank you, Leos, for watching. Bye, lovelies.